Hello, and welcome to today's episode. The Bible is referred to as the living Word of God. It isn't a book that is meant to simply be read. It is a perspective-altering substance that is meant to be ingested and absorbed. It changes you, and it is meant to. A psalm is a spiritual song based on a profound foundational insight that is expressed in the form of music, which is usually plucked out on a harp. This is my own paraphrase of the Psalms. Now, there is an important difference between a paraphrase and a translation, and it is important to understand what that difference is. A translation takes a text word by word and finds the most accurate word in another language to convey the meaning of that original word. But sometimes getting the details right can come at the expense of the big picture. For example, the literal translation for a butt dial and the literal translation for a booty call could end up being the same if they were translated very literally into another language. But we know that those are two very different ideas. A paraphrase, on the other hand, is attempting to capture the spirit of the idea that is being expressed. But both approaches have their disadvantages. Sometimes the most literal translation for each word, while technically accurate, loses something in its translation. For example, if you were to translate the phrase, "cat got your tongue," into another language, it would make no sense to them. Why would a house cat grab your tongue? What are you talking about? In order to convey the original idea, you would have to find out the saying that is used in the other language to express the same concept. But it might not involve a cat, or even any animal at all. So the literal translation would not be a very accurate one. But in a case like the one that I just described, the idea is more important than sticking to a very literal translation that loses all of the intended meaning. However, because paraphrases are an individual's interpretation of the underlying idea, instead of an academic translation of the word, they are not as accurate as a translation is. A paraphrase is a lot more subjective, and that makes it much more susceptible to interpretations that are way off the mark of the original text's intent. The focus of a translation is on detailed accuracy. And sometimes the broader picture is not conveyed very clearly as a result. The focus of a paraphrase is on painting that big picture, but it often loses the accuracy of the finer details. Both are useful, as long as you understand which is which and what the disadvantages to each approach are. That is why I recommend using both an accurate translation like the New American Standard, and a responsible paraphrase. Psalm 4. Divine Creator, as the one who maintains my position in the right, please answer me when I call out to you. For you are the one who freed me from the crushing pressure of that tight place inside of my soul that was created by all of my distress. So hear the request of my heart and show me mercy and favor. But as I continue to strive to reach higher aims, I ask the immature children in the human race, how long will the mere idea of living with honor be a punchline to all of you? How long will you mock and insult those who are actively pursuing the path up to a higher glory? How long will you continue to be infatuated with empty illusions instead, as you fight for a world of lies? Really think about your answer. And as you choose the kind of person that you want to be, factor this into your decision: that the Creator shares all that He is with the people who seek upwards for Him, the people that He has selected out to have a relationship with Him. Yes, the divine source of everything hears me the moment I call to Him. So rage against reality and truth if you must, but do not cross the line and actually act on your grievances. And it would be even better for you to just be quiet and actually open your heart to receive. Meditate in the internal language of your heart as you lay in your bed. Grow still and listen. Really consider what that means. Offer up pure and noble sacrifices in your life, and confidently trust the one who is perfected holiness itself for their outcomes. Everyone today is dissatisfied with life. So many people are wandering around completely lost, saying, "Who will show us anything that has some real value?" O Most High, shine the illuminating light of your gaze directly on these poor disillusioned souls, so that they may see the actual answer to their question. For you have put more joy into my heart than they could ever hope to find by achieving all of their material pursuits. At the end of each day, I have peace as I lay down, and peace as I sleep. For you alone, Most High, have turned my life into a harbor of safety in this world. I pray that whatever voice God might choose to give me in this world, He would also give me the words that I should use it for. These words have meaning for me, and if they had some meaning for you as well, then I am truly grateful that we have both been given a gift from above and from each other. Have a good day out there, my friends.